Let's start at the beginning with this thing because I'm always curious to know kind of how the mind works. And it's one thing to have a good idea. It's another thing to bring it, fully to, there's conceiving an idea is not the hard part, right? It's bringing it to fruition and getting it out there. So first off, why this? There are probably a lot of other things in your mind because I know how your mind works, but why this as the first product? And let's talk about the product. Like, what is it? Why was this the thing that you thought was, could fulfill the gap or the need, and what is the gap?
So the genesis of the idea came about basically from where I work. It's a not big city, but it's big enough to where it's a very rapidly evolving, I guess, socioeconomic, whatever. We run about 230,000 calls for service a year. And we have a lot of traffic accidents. I remember being on the scene of a crash where a car had flipped over, and I tried to use a window punch, and that wasn't working. And this person was stuck in the car. Thank God it was on dry land. And I had to wait for the fire department to get there. And they got there. They had this tool. It was about the size of a golf club. I think it's called like the Sawmaster or something. And I was like, all right, that's cool. And at first I was like, I buy that for my car because I don't want to have this problem again where I can't help somebody. And it was like $300 or $400, and it was still, you couldn't make it smaller. I'm like, all right, where am I going to put this thing? My trunk's already overflowing with gear. I don't have anywhere to put it. So I started scavenging the internet. Like, all right, does anything like this exist that's smaller? It didn't. So I started then trying to figure out, all right, how can I make it? And that was about a 3-year process, at least, if not more, of just hunting and trying to find the product, and it didn't exist. And God bless my wife because she puts up with me, but my whole home office is just gear. And I'm fiddling with stuff, stitching stuff, cutting stuff, trying to make things more streamlined, more efficient for people. So I always say some of the best, most capable, baddest dudes on the planet are the hardest working, lazy people on the planet. They don't like doing more than they have to because its efficiency is kind of built into a certain type of people. And I feel like that's how my brain works. I want efficient as possible. So I was like, how can I combine basically a small breaching option with something that can defeat all the things you would need for a vehicle within reason? So went down the rabbit hole. I don't know.
So we're talking windows and doors, basically.
Yeah, 99% is going to be the windows. It's Department of Transportation. Back in 2017, it started to become more standardized for laminate glass to be on the side driver passenger windows. So it's
a safety thing.
Yeah,
right? So it doesn't shatter when you.
Yeah, and now timing happens to be fantastic. God bless whoever came up with the idea. It's now going to be a federal standard starting, I think, June of this year by the Department of Highway Safety Motor Vehicles.
Okay.
That it's ejection mitigation. Okay. Prior to that, if you came across laminate glass, I want to say, actually here in Texas, I believe there was a flash flood. There was an officer that got stuck in her car. Flash flood came by. She tried to shoot her glass out, and the side windows are laminate of a Dodge Charger, I believe. So she drowned in her front seat. I think that's how the story goes. I might have that mixed up because it was years ago. And where I live and work, tons of water everywhere. People get drunk and drive their car down a boat ramp, or cars flip over into canals, into lakes, whatever. It's a serious issue for at least us. So I'm trying to figure out.
And you're generally first on scene.
Yeah, we always beat fire there.
Right.
Which is how like the genesis of like TAC med programs got really big, because before like the war on terror brought us really great tourniquets, quick clots, and chest seals. Like most cops are just like, hey,
they don't know how to use it.
Firefighters are on their way. Hang on, buddy.
Right.
And look how many lives people are saving now. It's amazing. It's great. But we sometimes don't always have the best tools. And when it came to breaching, it was basically like the Jimmy Broco bar, which is a great tool. Mm-hmm. I carried one for years. But it was very one-dimensional. When it came to vehicles, there was really nothing. You had the window punches for tempered glass and seatbelt cutters, and that was it. It's a great stocking stuffer tool for first responders to get from their parents when they first get hired, maybe, or their wives to keep on a keychain. But now, look at a Tesla or look at a new Volvo or Mercedes. Like every window is laminate. Those window punches aren't going to do shit. Mm-hmm. So, not to drag this out much longer.
No, I love this. Yeah. No, I love it. Keep going, man.
I wanted something small and compact, so it's about a little over 10 inches in total length, but about 4 inches on this little beak. And I wanted something that could fit on an actual plate carrier or vest that would defeat all the glass issues of a vehicle, but also be a breaching option because, unfortunately, active shooters aren't going away anytime soon. Patrol response for hostage rescue seems to be going up and up if you just watch the cop videos on YouTube or Instagram. So my department very luckily is very proactive, and we're buying as many breach kits as we can, but usually they're in the car. Like, we have a big downtown area. What if I'm on the 15th floor of a condo building and I hear screaming and, oh my God, he's stabbing me outside the door? What am I going to do? Run down 15 flights of stairs? Or I can pull something out of my vest that is better than nothing. I said this in a couple demos, and I'll say it here now. This does not replace really good like breach gear that's full size, heavy duty that a firefighter would carry, or exactly. A Ram and Halligan does not replace that. And I almost named it the better than nothing or the just in case because it is better than nothing. But in all of our testing and design that we did, it's pretty damn capable. And I'll say the best story I've heard, very blessed. There's some guys that I know that are currently working overseas. I sent them a couple, and I won't say where they're working or what they're doing, but in less than 10 seconds, they were able to defeat a metal door with a metal frame and a deadbolt in less than 10 seconds. I'm like, I haven't even been able to test that because I don't have the facilities to do that sometimes. I was like, oh,
you're going to ruin somebody's building or whatever. To get
exactly.
Yeah.
So like the testing sites I have that where I'm allowed to break stuff is very limited sometimes. So interior doors, I know it'll do fantastic, but hearing that, I was like, oh, okay, now we have somewhere to go. And could it be maybe a school resource officer like tool, like maybe the key, you don't have the keys or the keys aren't working? Okay, you have an option now. You can't just wait outside like we've seen some people do in the past, which was unfortunate.